She did. She tried to make excuse after excuse. You know, I agree with spanking. I do. I'm from the South. I live in Alabama. If my daughter does something, she gets her butt tore up. I would never, ever put my hands on my daughter the way that she did. Ever. Y'all can sit up here and you can baby her and tell her that she's a good mother. She's not. She is a terrible mother, and she does not deserve any of those children. She doesn't. That is all I have to say. Thank you for letting me speak on your platform. And Kaylee, I know you threatened that little girl earlier and said that you were going to go and get an attorney because the video is posted around.
I mean, I just hope from what we saw in that video that was done behind closed doors that we can't see.
I will send that video to every person I know. I will make sure that video is on every fucking platform. And I mean that from the depths of my soul. You deserve what is going to happen to you. You deserve that. Thank you for letting me come up here. Sorry I lost my cool. I appreciate it.
Hi, ladies. I just wanted to pop in. I scrolled across the live this morning that she was crying, and that's what brought me to this group. I am just in here because I'm kind of more solution-based. I'm a pediatric therapist. So what I would recommend for any adults that have children with special needs. Think about what you've done.
I don't know what happened.
I think she probably got a call or something.
So sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. So I'm a pediatric therapist. So what I was just coming to say is that if you are a parent of a child with special needs, some of the things that you can do is you can connect with your local ARC. It's called ARC. It's the largest nonprofit organization for children and adults with special needs. And they have a variety of programs that can assist you, whether it's parent training, daycare, after school care, therapeutically. There's just like a lot of programs that you can do. So that's one really great resource. And the other one is called Respite. It's RESPITE. And respite care is for parents that need a break. Like they need some type of rest. They need support. So whether the kids go to like a camp or whether the parents go away and they have a trained adult that can come and stay with the children. But I just wanted to share those types of resources because parenting is not easy. I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm not justifying it whatsoever. I'm simply here to just provide a couple of resources that in case families didn't know about it, that maybe they could find it in their local community and find some support. So I hope that was helpful to whether it be Kaylee or to anyone else that may just need some more parenting support if they don't have it.
Yeah, thank you, Megan, for coming up here and sharing.
Anytime. Hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for bringing this awareness.
You too. Thank
Bye.
you. Another thing like parents can do too. I know like my parents used to do this. They would call like the cops to come and do some like beyond scared straight shit, you know? Like, you want to come with me? You want to come with me? Like, you know, like there's always other resources and other options besides doing what was done in that video.
Allie, the last time I did that with my son, we were at a store and there was a police officer. I did this with my oldest son, okay? And he was acting up. And I said, keep acting up. I'm going to go get him. You know what that cop turned to me and told me? He told me, please don't tell him that because I don't want him to be scared of us.
Yeah.
That's what he told me. I was like, I never thought of it like that because I thought of it just as using it like a scare tactic. Maybe he would act right, but...
Okay,
my son's therapist.
I think we should be fearful of cops.
Yeah.
You don't want to end up in jail. You don't want to end up in prison.
No, definitely.
You know? I don't think
Exactly.
that's the same.
Exactly.
But do you guys think that, hey, if the cops would have seen Kaylee do that to her, Kaylee would have went to jail? But I'm gonna
Yeah.
be the odd one out. I watched all morning. I'm a silent watcher. That's why everybody's probably like, "Who the fuck is this girl?" Sorry, my language. But it's funny, and nothing against Allie, because I secretly. I don't talk in the chat, and I watch her. But it's funny that all you guys, before Allie was awake, mad dogged Kaylee, said how bad it was. But now Kaylee's in the live, and we're babying her. We're saying nobody come at her, nobody say anything to
I
her.
didn't say anything. I wasn't babying her.
I'm just saying it doesn't. I
Nobody,
just woke up
no,
and I haven't seen it all because I went back to sleep because I have COVID. But besides the point, it's disgusting and how everything happened. And now it's like, oh, if Kaylee comes in here, please, everybody, don't say anything bad. When everybody before Kaylee came in here and before Allie woke up, everybody was feeling exactly how the girl that got in trouble for yelling at Kaylee and telling her to come at me.
we also,
There was a
hold on,
feisty
let me
fireball that
speak
said
on
she would
that.
she would fight her. Now everybody's not saying anything. I just don't accuse. I don't think it's okay, and I don't think it's okay that Kaylee went after her daughter in front of everybody. That's like, hey, I'm gonna be a bully to my kid, and everybody watch. And she's still a bully to this day. I don't know. It just really upsets me that because Allie's in here, and nothing against you, Allie, when I say this, but now we have to baby Kaylee and feel sorry for her because she abused her daughter. And think about
No,
it. My kid's 13. Yes, he's a boy, but he's not gonna go live with someone because I can't handle him. He's gonna maybe go to a group home, but not to his girlfriend's house. Like, none of it makes sense.
no. So hold on, let me speak on that real quick because that's not what's going on. The thing is all attacking her is gonna do is exactly what it
Nowhere.
did, make her
It's
leave.
nowhere.
That's it. We're trying to get more information.
But here's the thing: that
And
was yes, it was 5 years ago.
nobody,
How do
hold
you know
on,
anything's
hold on,
happening
hold
anymore?
on. Nobody's justifying what she did. Nobody's babying her whatsoever. You didn't hear a single one. Oh, it's okay, Kaylee. Oh, it's
But
I.
it's
You
we
didn't
have
see
to
it
talk so
No.
quietly around Kaylee. Oh, Kaylee, but look at when someone says, "Hey, Kaylee, try that with me." How feisty she gets. She gets real barky, but we're not allowed to get barky back at her. I mean, I'm not going
because
to, but
all
I'm just
she'll do
saying.
is leave. Like that, we're trying to find out more information. All we seen was the video. That's all we know, and what the girl come up and told us. That's all we know.
Yeah, but then her threatening that girl too, like that didn't do anything for us.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
for
I
you
know,
guys.
but what can we do? That's Kaylee, you know?
Y'all did say she wasn't a bad mom. Like, no. What we said is we weren't calling her that. And I didn't say that. I don't know who said that.
I don't think
I
she's a
think
bad
that's
mom.
me. I just said I'm not saying you're a bad mom because I'm not gonna call someone a bad mom. I don't know. No one knows behind closed doors what happens. But all we seen was the video. So yeah, people are gonna be disgusted by that. People are not gonna want to see that. People are gonna want to scream and yell at her and call her a horrible mother.
But what does
But
she expect? Does she expect us to be like, "Oh, we
I
understand that
guess,
was in the past"?
yeah,
No, there's
But
no
she
reason.
apologized. What else is she gonna do?
she's wanting us to understand her point of view, but not everybody's gonna do that.
But what if, let's say, Allie had a different one and was like, "Fuck you, Kaylee"? Would you guys all be like, "Okay, fuck you, Kaylee," or is it because, again, nothing against Allie, and I'm not saying if I say sometimes I sound fierce with my words and I don't mean to, but if Allie said, "Okay, you guys have your own feelings," but because Allie and Kaylee are so close, are you guys feeling this way because of how Allie is telling you guys to feel?
No,
I mean, me and Kaylee are not even that close, though. We
no.
really don't talk off of being live together. Everybody seems to think we're the best. Like, we're really not that close. I
Okay.
don't stand by that video. I don't stand by any of that.
I get it.
I'm
Like,
not
kids
standing
can
by
be
her in
terrible,
this
and
situation.
sorry, whoever I cut off, I don't mean to. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't stand by that whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just
I
very confused as to why earlier we were all like, yes, this is ridiculous. Yes, we want her in the box. We talked to the girl. The girl said she videotaped it and then ended it. And then all of a sudden I wake up from my nap and come back and everybody's like, let's talk gentle to Kaylee and all that. When that girl she was just calling her out and Kaylee couldn't handle it. If she can't handle the situation, then maybe she shouldn't cry about it and say that it's been so long ago. Because how do we know what's happening now? Why are none of her kids in her custody now, or not with her? Something has to be happening.
though. They're all. She has custody of all of her
Well,
children.
they don't live with her, I should say. Sorry, my words.
One doesn't live with her though. Nobody's justifying anything, and I don't like that you're coming up here and saying that we are, because I don't want to be known for justifying that, because I don't.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
but
just wants
where
us to
we have
scream
to
at
talk
her.
quietly to her.
Like, we're not
We
gonna
have to
scream
come
at,
at
like,
her
we
calm.
wanted to give her an opportunity
Okay, but
to say
every
what she
time you
wanted to
have,
say,
what does
because
she do? She screams
right
when
now
someone
we're
else
all
turns
just
it down.
blind.
But she doesn't. So the opportunity is people are going to ask her questions, but she gets upset and screams. So how is it equal when people want to ask her questions and she gets so upset? Like if it
I
was
told her
me in
to
the
shut up
situation, I get
too.
it.
Hold on, I told her to shut up. I wasn't letting her scream at people.
And I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. I just heard everybody getting upset with that girl because she was screaming. I would have been the same way if Kaylee was in the box and I was asking her questions. She was like, "Fuck you," this and that. I'm gonna say, "Hey, come hit me."
We just knew that she was gonna
I
drop down.
We
That's
knew
what
she
we
I
was
said.
gonna drop
Hey,
down.
chill.
And sorry, Allie, I'm not coming at you. People are saying that I'm coming at you. I don't mean it's. If it sounds like that, I don't mean to be. It's just funny how earlier it was a different scenario, and now that you're in the box, it's another scenario. That's it.
Because she was
I al-
to be harassed and not to be jumped onto. Two wrongs don't make a right, so that's all we can do is try to hear her side of the story.
And I
yeah, and
appreciate it.
I also
A better,
think there's
because like right now, like people are saying, oh, it was over a cigarette butt. Come to find out, that's not even why. Like there's so many
We're
mixtures of
probably
the
never
story.
gonna know the truth. It's the fact that now it's surfaced, and now we all are thinking differently of the situation.
I'm thinking the same way. I'm thinking she abused her child.
I mean, that's what was done.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling her the multiple ways that she's neglecting that child. Allie, over here trying to be the peacemaker, not even a. Oh,
Everyone knows I'm mutual with everyone, but when it comes to putting your hands on a child in a certain way, that's a big thing to me, and I don't.
No, and someone said that they know Allie goes hard for Cam. No, absolutely. I'm not saying that Allie doesn't feel bad for that girl. I just think the vibe is way different from this morning till when Allie got up. That's it. I'm not saying anybody's in the wrong, anybody's wrong or different, whatever. I'm talking in circles, but I'm just saying the vibe's way different from when Allie wasn't here till when Allie is here. Nothing against Allie. I'm just saying the vibe's way different. That's it.
it's not neglect if the father watches them. Pushing your child onto somebody else is neglect. That's what you're doing, essentially. Essentially, this is the boyfriend's father's child. Like, no.
And yeah, and also
Not having your child get the proper help or proper treatment, whether it's medication, therapy, whatever the case may be, is a form of neglect.
Yeah. Can anybody hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know the girl that's under Feisty Fireball. I'm not going to say her name because I've learned she doesn't like that. I shouldn't say I know her, but I know of her. So she knows of me because everybody knows my story, so she can vouch for me on this. So I'm from her town. My mom was the same way as Kaylee, and I want to start like, my mom was an addict. There's a lot of the similarities there, but that's a different topic. But my mom grabbed me up the same way, the hair, all that stuff, and then I was SA'd by my mom's boyfriend from 6 to 11. So by like 12 to 13, I was like real sexual, I've never gone live before. I was real
Guys, tap
wanting,
the
like
screen.
I went boy crazy is what I'll say. And I wanted to stay at my boyfriend's. My mom, I'll say she didn't allow me to stay with people, but I did. Like I lied to my mom. I said, "Oh, I'm going to the park." And I lost my virginity in an abandoned house, and I had my first kid when I was 13. I mean, I was walking around the high school that me and this girl went to in the 8th grade, pregnant at 13 years old. No one stepped in. No CPS knew about it. No one came in to do nothing about it. No one took anything from me. My mom grabbed me up like that so here I am, 13, 17. I'm raising my kid in front of my abusive mom. She's grabbing me up the same way Kaylee grabbed her hair. And now I'm remembering it. And now my child is 10 years old to this day, and she remembers my mom beating me like that. So if Kaylee thinks that this is not going to have an emotional effect on her child, she's delusional because it affects my mom's grandchild to this day. And now I'm 24 years old, and she OD'd when I was 17 years old. She passed away, and my child remembers that stuff. Kaylee is delusional. You don't hit your child like that. She talked in circles. She said her child was hitting her, causing fits all day, hitting her, but she called her over there screaming, "Get in front of me," and then grabbed her hair and beat her. She's lying about the situation. She doesn't want CPS to come for her. They're going to. She's going to get in trouble. The boyfriend that she had, like, the whole situation is, it's unsafe. It's neglect. The child does not need to be at her boyfriend's house. The child needs to be in her home. The child saying it's manipulation because she knows Kaylee's going to allow it. She know when she says, "No, I'm not doing this," because she knows Kaylee is going to allow it and say, "Okay, stay there. I want you to be happy." And no, her child's not happy. Her child is going to end up pregnant, and I'll tell you, I love my child, but that did nothing for me. Having a child at that age did nothing for me. I dropped out of school. I ended up in act myself. It did nothing but ruin my life. I mean, I love my child, but I didn't get any of the resources I needed. I didn't get the parenting I needed. I didn't be able to talk to be the parent that I needed to be. I mean, I'm 24 years old, just now getting my life together. I mean, no one to this day knows about me, knows where I am. I don't want to say my name, but I'll message you later. So that I just wanted to say that, like, because I was the 13-year-old that got pregnant and had the baby. So she's delusional. It's going to happen. I just wanted to jump in here and talk on that. So sorry for saying your name. I was just trying to get your attention.
Kind of feel like I do know you, and I kind of don't want to get emotional because I know.
Yeah, my name's Cheyenne. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Queen. I just want to see if anyone's in the boxes that isn't going to speak. Can you guys drop down so I can get more people up that want to talk, please and thank you?
I am sending the rest of the messages to Ellie as we speak. Some of them are loading. Some of the stuff that she claimed that she didn't do, she actually did do. There is proof. And then the whole son situation is also on here as well. So and the way Kaylee speaks, the way Kaylee speaks.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down real fast. Thank y'all for letting me in here, though.
Okay.
Sammy, did you want to say something?
He don't know how to cook it.
You want to cook bacon?
Can you shut up? I'm gonna pray.
I make my baby.
Oh my God, y'all don't know him. Anyway, I just want to mention that it seems like Kaylee is like trying to justify everything that happened in that video, and it's like every time that Allie or anybody would question her, it was, well, this excuse, and I just have a question. What is I'm not coming at anybody, I'm just asking, what is the point of trying to get more information when the video had all the information in it? If somebody posted had a video like that, they're not gonna say, "Oh, I didn't, I did that. She's not gonna admit to it. There's no getting more information from it because there's no more information that's needed. She did what she did, and she just kept making excuses for it.
But at this point, it's not just about the video. There's way more to the whole story that everyone needs to know about. I mean, Allie missed a lot, so that's the whole point why she's up here. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's not just the video. There's been several fucking messages sent to people about what happens in that home that nobody knows about.
But do you think that she's going to come forward and say the truth?
I mean, there's proof. I'm literally sending it. That's the whole point.
Also, if we continue to question her about it, more than likely she's going to trip up over a lie that she said.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that, because y'all are doing a good job, questioning her and stuff like that. But I think Kaylee should be the one that should man up and say what she did, because it's all coming out, and she's not going to do that. But that's it. I'm gonna hop down. Thank you for letting me up.
Understand interrogation tactics. Think about it. And I'm not saying like we're trying to interrogate her, but at the end of the day, I kind of am. I mean, for example, if somebody unalives somebody, they get arrested by the cops. The cops are overly nice to that person who just unalived somebody. Why? Because they're trying to get more information out of them.
I understand that. Like, we're trying to, well, not me, but you know what I mean. We're trying to get more information, but at this point, I feel like it's just going to be nothing but excuses.
And I totally agree with you. I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything. I'm just trying to understand the whole thing, because these are disgusting. These are very disgusting, and I'm sending them to Ellie so she could send them to Allie. This is honestly disgusting. The way Kaylee talks to this girl.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, I mean, it's not my platform, it's Kendra's, and then, but I don't think it's, I don't know what the word I'm trying to use is, useful, I don't know, to let Kaylee up in here, because you know what, at the end of the day, she's just going to make an excuse up for it. So, I mean, I would just keep the proof and say, fuck you, and move on, because, it's to the point where she's just going to keep going, saying, oh, well, this is the excuse, but
how many times has that happened with Kaylee, and she slips up on a lie and gets called out for it?
It's pointless at this point. Let her start her own live and try and defend herself. I just
Laura, you're gonna have to wait until.
We didn't bring her up here. Hold on. We didn't bring her up here to defend herself. That's not the purpose as to why we brought her up here. I want to make that clear. I want to make it clear, that is abuse, that is neglect. It's already been reported, and I'm going to ask that nobody else reports it. The reason being is all it's going to do is mess shit up for that little girl.
Yeah.
Okay, the more people that report, they're going to be like, oh my God, we were just after her at this point. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're not going to take it seriously the more people who report it.
Like the whole thing with the Gabby and Cam situation.
Exactly, same exact thing.
Okay.
Okay, then report it. If you want to mess up the chances of that little girl getting help, that's on you. That's your business. You don't believe a word I say? That's fine. I don't care. Wish I gave a fuck, but I don't.
I also want to just justify that when I said that Kay's not a bad mom, I said that some of the aspects of her parenting are not bad. I didn't say she wasn't a bad mom. Because doing what she did, an apology does nothing for that little girl. She can apologize day in and night, but that kid is going to remember that for the rest of her life, and her apologizing is not going to do anything for her. But for her to come up here and act like a victim and say, and we already know she's going to say, well, they just think that I'm the most horrible person in the world and I'm just the worst mom ever. That's what I was trying to say, is that no, she's not the worst mom ever, but this aspect of her parenting, yes, this is the worst thing that she could have done for that kid.
Hi guys. I just wanted to say, as someone who
Brian, God currently doesn't have you as a mother for a reason. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. So just because my child passed away, fuck you, you fucking cunt.
It's sad that people.
First of all, nobody is justifying anything. I am not justifying what she did. I said that she abused her child and she neglected her. What more do you want me to say? Because I said not to attack her? I do have the same energy. Like I said, it's been reported. Y'all are disgusting. Brian, you're fucking disgusting.
Hi, guys. I just want to say, as someone who endured tons of abuse when I was younger, I wish that CPS would have stepped in and saved me from the situation that I was in. And for me, I can't grasp why nothing happened when this situation happened back 5 years ago. I don't understand it. Does it make any sense to anyone else?
No.
What I want to know is, what did Kay say to the CPS people to make them think that it wasn't abuse? How did she gaslight them? Because she gaslights everybody else.
Ellie does have them.
To Allie.
Yeah. If Allie wants to read them, that is totally up to her. If Kendra doesn't want it on here, that's totally up to her. But these are disgusting.
Repeating.
I don't care. It could be read if Allie is willing to read them out.
So the picture you sent me of the cop, is that when she abused her?
And with her being in the room with the adults. So I don't want to say her name because she is young. So the young girl who was in here, had said the cop was there after the child being hit. The child was also forced to be in a bedroom to watch two adults do adult things. And then the cop had showed up.
Yeah, Taylor. This is just crazy.
And the message that she sent that girl, I really feel sorry for her.
So she sent that to that young girl?
The Facebook message,
Yeah.
which would be...
The first one you sent me?
Yes.
That's sick.
Wait, Gabby is in here right
Yeah.
now. She said, I'm not
Yeah.
saying what she did is wrong or right, but for the love of God, drop it. That's what Gabby says. She's in here right now.
Of course she would say that.
No.
You justify everything you do that's wrong.
Oh, now you're gonna stick up for her? Oh,
You
good
already
for
said what
you,
you needed
Gabby.
to
Good
say.
for
Why keep bringing
you.
it up? Maybe
Yeah.
there's
No,
something.
I'm just saying that, like, why are we just keep dragging this? What is it gonna do?
No one's
Destroy a
dragging.
mother? Commit the S word? What you're
Ice?
doing
It's
is you're
gonna get
actually
that little
making
girl
things
help
worse.
is
You
what it's gonna
already
do.
said
Gabby,
what
you're
you
the
wanted
last
to say.
person that
No,
should be
listen to me,
talking.
please. What if somebody's in the chat that actually has gotten abuse or SA?
Okay, and that was
By you
abuse.
talking
What are you
about it,
talking
That
it's
was
probably bringing
abuse.
trauma
That
to
was
them.
actual
So
abuse,
my thing
Gabby.
is that why are you doing
Have you
this
seen the
to
video?
somebody? You
Have
already
you
said
seen the
something
video?
and made it clear. Drop it.
Okay, have you seen the video?
I have seen the video.
Okay,
And I'm
it's
not gonna
fucking
be like
abuse.
you.
Period.
No, you guys, it's wrong.
Yeah, it fucking is.
You know what? How about this? How
You're
about
in
you guys can try
denial.
to go
You're
get
in
help?
denial just as much as she is.
Instead of bashing her and making her feel like this horrible person, knowing that
feel
she
horrible,
is,
Gabby. The
or if she
fuck?
feels like she is, what is
She
that
should
doing to
feel
her?
horrible. She should.
Or what did she do to that kid?
Well, it's because Gabby does the same thing to her child.
Exactly.
She
Gabby, you're
justifies
fucking
herself
sick.
in
And you
denial.
got some balls coming up in here doing that, Gabby. Like, you're a fucking joke yourself.
No, you
Yeah.
guys are ridiculous.
No, you're ridiculous.
You're pretty
You do the same
ridiculous.
shit.
No.
There's
Yeah.
a wish list.
I
Maybe you
will
could
come
put
up
some-
here and I will say what's wrong and right.
Hey Gabby, have you ever heard? Hey Gabby, your own twin loves to say this, so I'm gonna throw it back at you real quick. No one is responsible for your triggers. So if you were triggered, or if anybody in the chat is triggered, as Danny would say, that's not on us. You know how to scroll out of it.
Hey,
Right?
Kendra.
So if you don't want to hear it, scroll the fuck out.
I'm
Hey,
just
Kendra,
saying. I'm
I
just
think
I
saying.
Gabby
don't
just
think
wants
that
the
you-
attention on her. So how about you just kick her the fuck out of here? Because
Yes, she
this is what
does.
she wants.
This is exactly
Yeah.
what Gabby does. She comes in
Gabby,
here and she
you
tries to
neglect your
dictate
own
what
son.
we
You don't need to
do.
be here.
Gabby, go start your underdrive.
She's in
Go start your
denial.
underdrive.
She's
How about
just
you
a-
go
Thank
be
God she
Kaylee's
dropped.
friend? Bye.
My lord.
Also, while I'm up here, I'm just going to take a second to It's Chrissy's World in the chat. You're getting overly confident. Not all of us are like clueless as to who you are, Amber, or like it's something about losing your colon, whatever. We know who you are. Okay, you were Gabby's mod like 3 weeks ago, so simmer down.
Mentioning that Pixie person. Can anybody mute her? Like, she's really
Actually, Pixie, if you want to come up here and speak, you're more than welcome
She's
to.
sitting in the chat the entire time, just defending Kaylee, and then if anybody says anything, she adds them and runs her little trap.
Yeah, people
Oh my
make
god, I got
mistakes. but-
flagged.
Okay, Sammy and Allie both got a flag on my end.
Okay.